to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. They gonna hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoyed y'all day, y'all the productive day. We back at it, make sure y'all smash that like button, smash that like button, smash that like button. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. Hope you're having a great night. I'm hyped. Just got done watching the fight. But let's talk about it. We straight to it. So, Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach was scored a draw, and I want to give my thoughts on it. First off, let me say, Lamont Roach, you earned my respect, and definitely got to give you my apologies because I thought you was going to get, stopped early, but you proved me wrong. And I'm not afraid to say that and get on YouTube and say that. I'm a man, so, as a man, you got to admit when you're wrong. But, it surprised me. So, at first, I was kind of, I'm thinking, Tank's going to get him out of there 6-7, and dang, the kid's getting in my head, that's all they said, and where I work, that's all they say. But, I'm thinking Tank might stop him, mid to, 7th, something like that. But Lamont Roach is fighting well. Those early rounds, they were pretty hard to score. It wasn't a lot of work in those early rounds. In my opinion, it wasn't, but there could have been scored either way, in my opinion. They were close. So I'm not mad. Now the situation I do have, it was 114, and Gervonta Davis took a knee in the fight. Took a knee, I think it was it the 9th? He took a knee, and they stopped. The ref's supposed to score it that a knockdown. By rule, that is a knockdown. You cannot take a knee due to anything. Even if something is in your eye, you can't take a knee. It should have been scored a knockdown, and Lamont Roach should have got a 10-8 round, which was not scored. So that does changes things as far as the scoring, which two scorecards being 114. So if we add that in there, totally different, scorecard if we get that knockdown. I see a lot of people on X, Terrence Crawford thinking Lamont Roach got it done. I see a lot of people think that Lamont Roach got it done. And now, I got to give him his credit. I'm going to be, the first, because I thought, Tank would wash him. And this changes everything about how I see Tank would wash Shakur. Probably not. It might be way closer than we think. The Tank and Shakur fight, right now the Shakur fans are about to grill Tank fans on Twitter. I see a guy talking about some Tank fans, come outside, we looking for you. Because a lot of people don't think it was a draw, and I think Tank is more excited to get out of there with a draw because a lot of people had it, Lamont Roach edging it. I didn't want to get into certain scorecards, Terrence Crawford, he kind of had it Lamont Roach way, but I don't want to take it because it's a little this thing there, but it was, I could have gave it to Lamont Roach. There's a lot of swing rounds in there. He did a lot of good work in those later rounds. Those championship rounds weren't just dominated by either guy. I could have gave Lamont Roach some of those championship rounds. That's just me being honest. He could have got some of those championship rounds. And a lot of Tank fans might not want to hear that, but, it is what it is. And this was supposed to be a showcase fight, and we just keeping it as stat. Lamont Roach moving up in weight to challenge a guy, already bigger than him. They fought in the amateur. Tank was already up 2 on him in the amateurs, but, this was supposed to be a showcase. And Lamont Roach did a lot, he said. And he came in there, and fight week, he was supremely confident. So we should have kind of been worried then. He was supremely confident fight week. And I'm not, afraid to say that. So at LOE Visuals, I definitely, you got my respect. I didn't think, beating Hector Luis Garcia and, maybe I gotta I gotta just, say it. That one loss to Jamil Herring, guys can improve from a loss. As we can see. That one loss shouldn't determine a guy, and I shouldn't even say that. I let one loss determine a guy, which I never really do, but, he was a different guy, especially going up what he was going against. It was so hard, for them to try to really rob him. It was hard. They wanted to kind of give it to, but it was so close. And as you can see, the fans started to boo Tank in the arena. They didn't like the decision. Especially the excuse of some hair grease getting his hair from him getting his hair done. But yeah, this now what I do think should happen, they should run it back. I think Lamont Roach deserves this definitely after what he did tonight, and I definitely think the fans are going to be on his side for the rematch. And he's going to be confident, being that he just went 12 with Tank. He's going to be very confident, and I think he deserves it, in my opinion. I think he should get that. I think he should get that shot because he deserves it, And if Tank and it should be no excuse from Tank fans for him to run from this rematch. And I'm pretty sure Shakur doesn't mind, letting them rematch. Because the fans want to see this. It was a draw. It's finally a blemish on Tank's resume. So, it's some credibility to the rematch. I feel like Tank was chasing that one punch throughout the fight, and he couldn't get it. And that's all credit to Lamont Roach. And that's what my outlook on the Shakur Stevenson fight changes. Because if you do that against Shakur Stevenson and you allow Shakur Stevenson to kind of get in the groove like you were letting Lamont Roach, it could be bad. It could be bad. And that's just my honest opinion, I was, thinking about, Shakur last night. Oh, yeah, Tank probably watch him. But that just changes my outlook. You're only as good as your last performance. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, he went 12 with a 7 with an electric. We got him out of there. And Tank was supposed to get that guy out of there. He was a smaller guy coming up in weight. With he's not a known puncher, so I want to see the excuse from the Tank fans. A lot of people might say, oh yeah, Lamont. We didn't think Lamont Roach was gonna be tough. And let me be first to say, I apologize. I apologize to Lamont Roach. I was not familiar with your game. I'm man enough to say that though. A lot of people won't get on their channel, and that's why they channels, fills it out because they be so, I'm not a fan of these guys. I like watching some guys fight, but I'm not no fanned out fan to where I can't point where a guy did well. Lamont Roach did well in this fight. And I think he deserves the rematch. And it definitely changes my outlook on Shakur Stevenson fight. We can't just say Shakur, gets walked over anymore. We really can't say it. From just what we seen, we can't say it. We can't say Shakur gets walked over by Tank Davis, and it might be it's closer there, way closer than a lot of people think now. After that, and that's why I say you guys, Tank's flirting with retirement, and you're not all the way into it, and you see what happens. Now, it's gonna be pressure. I want to see, does his fans, hold him to a standard to take the rematch? A couple of my partners, they hit me like, yeah, he need to take the rematch immediately because, I haven't seen him in a good scrap. And a lot of people don't even know that this is a smaller guy moving up. My friend's not really just deep dive into boxing. Like, my friend, he's in the league. He's in the NFL. He doesn't really watch boxing like that. But, he hit me like, yeah, I ain't really seen him in a fight like this since Eastside Cruz. And that should tell you guys something. But I'm definitely a fan of the rematch. I'm not one of those guys to, you know, bite my tongue and say I was wrong. I was wrong right here. You know, Lamont shocked me. He gave us a great performance, in my opinion. You know, so I can't sit here and say. I can't sit here and say that, you know, he doesn't deserve a title shot. I can't sit here and say he doesn't deserve a title shot. You know, after their performance, a lot of people definitely have him winning. If I scored it back, I might have it 7-5 for Lamont Roach, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of swing rounds in there, but I feel like I could give it 7-5 to him. And I really feel like that knockdown was scored. It's a way different dynamic to the scorecards. You know, that knockdown that should have been scored changes a lot of scorecards, and it makes it really a decisive win. So I really hope that, you know, Tank takes the rematch. It really slows down, you know, Tank in his plans. You know, you're not about to get, you know, Shakur after this, or Ryan, or, you know, Devin. Nah, you got to fight Lamont Roach, buddy. And this wasn't even supposed to be like that. This is really supposed to be a layup. And it turned out, you know, a cherry gone wrong. Picking a cherry pick gone wrong. You know, you got in there with a cherry that really wasn't a cherry. So that's what happens, you know, guys. You know, you didn't put Lamont Roach on. You know, they probably have to pay Lamont Roach a little bit more. You know, he's going to have a tad bit more say-so than that. Like, you know, he just built them a fan base. With that, a lot of people seen that fight. And I seen a lot of people complaining about it being a draw. So, you know, that's going to be talked about. You know, I want to see, do they get the rematch done? If they don't take the rematch, pretty sure Shakur fans are going to complain. Now, you know, see, this is how boxing works. You know, I see how Shakur has his performance with Josh Padley. He goes 7 with the guy. The people complain that he goes 7 with the guy. Then, you know, Tank comes off his performance. He has a draw with Lamont Roach. Like, now you see how it goes up and down. Like, now Tank fans were killing Shakur fans. Now Shakur fans, you know. But now, but in my personal opinion, you guys, I'm definitely going to deep dive into that. My outlook on that Shakur Stevenson fight and Tank fight just changed. It's way closer now, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about the fight. Drop y'all opinions. We could talk about it. Smash that like button. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. I might hop on live after this video. I might, who knows. But I'm finna get this up to you guys. This is my, you know, fight reaction. I love you guys so much. Hit that sub button. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. I love you guys so much, so much, so much. I'm out.